happy to be with you again for another church school lesson from home today. We decided to reconstruct our fort from last time. It doesn't really have anything to do with the lesson that we're going to talk about today, but it just felt like the right place to talk to you guys about today's church school lesson. So today we are going to talk about Ascension Day, which is a really important day, a really important story in the Bible. Do you guys know what it means, ascension? Do you know what it means to ascend?
I got nothing.
You don't know?
I got nothing.
So to ascend is to go higher and higher and higher and to go way up in the sky. So I actually have a picture of something ascending. It's kind of small. I'll make it bigger for you guys later in the video. Can you guys see what this is?
Is that balloons?
It's balloons. They're going way up in the sky, right?
Ascending?
Have you guys ever seen that where like a balloon, somebody lets go and then it just
Bad for
going?
the environment.
Yeah, but sometimes it happens by accident and it just keeps going, right? It kind of floats away. So that's something ascending. So I'm going to tell the story about Jesus' ascension today, and we'll talk a little bit more about it, okay? In the first book, I wrote about everything that Jesus did and taught. I wrote about the whole life of Jesus from the beginning until the day he was taken up into heaven. Before this, Jesus talked to the apostles he had chosen. With the help of the Holy Spirit, Jesus told them what they should do. After his death, he showed to them and proved many ways that he was still alive. Do you guys know what that's talking about after his death? Remember when they went to the tomb?
Yeah.
And was he there?
Oh no.
No, because he came back, right?
Yup, he did.
Once, when he was eating with them, he told them not to leave Jerusalem. He said, "The Father has made you a promise, which I told you about before. Wait here to receive this promise. John baptized the people with water, but in a few days you will be baptized with the Holy Spirit." So all the apostles were together, and they asked Jesus, what did they ask Jesus?
Lord, are you at this time to give the kingdom back to Israel?
And Jesus said to them, "The Father is the only one who has the authority to decide dates and times. These things are not for you to know, but the Holy Spirit will come to you. Then you will receive power. You will be my witnesses in Jerusalem, in all of Judea, in Samaria, and in every part of the world." Okay, and then this is kind of the big part of the story. Ready? After he said this, as they were watching, he was lifted up. A cloud hid him from their sight. As he was going, they were looking into the sky because they could see him, so they're watching, right? Suddenly, two men wearing white clothes stood before them. They said, "Men of Galilee, why are you standing here looking into the sky? You saw Jesus taken away from you into heaven. He will come back in the same way you saw him go." So that is Jesus' ascension into heaven. So do you think, is Jesus really gone from us?
Technically.
Well, just because we can't see someone, does that mean that they're
It might.
Does that mean that they're totally gone?
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
Like if we wave goodbye to somebody in their car and they drive away and we can't see them anymore because they go all the way down the street, does that mean they're gone?
No.
Or just maybe out of our sight for a little while?
Yeah, out of your sight.
Yeah. Can you think of some ways that Jesus is still with us?
When you pray,
Mm-hmm.
you can just feel his presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. I think those are some really great examples.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Okay, so we talked about some ways that Jesus is with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also in the story, a super, super important piece of the story is that it tells us he will come back in the same way you saw him go. So it's telling us that Jesus is coming back. He left for a little while, but he's coming back, just like we talked about the person driving down the street, right?
Yeah.
So we kind of want to show him that we're excited for him to come back and that we're looking forward to that. And what do you think Jesus wants? Like, how could we show him?
Be kind to not just a couple people, to everybody.
To everybody, right?
Like,
And what are some ways we can be kind to others?
give food to those who are hungry.
Right? Help people. If we have extra, we can help them out. That's a great example.
Tutor some kids.
Help kids. That's great. Yeah, that's what he wants us to do. So Ellen and I worked on a little craft. It's kind of a reminder of the way that Jesus is still with us, with a line from this Bible story that you guys could probably do at home with things that you could find in your house. We just used some cardstock, but you could use plain paper, you could use construction paper, colored paper, anything you can find around the house. And then we had a little bit of ribbon. So we've had some ribbon, but you could use string. You don't even really need the ribbon. It's just kind of for fun. And then we have a hole puncher if you are going to use the ribbon. So Ellen, do you want to read to them what you wrote on your bookmark?
And remember, I am with you always to the end of the age.
So that's what Jesus says to us in the Bible story that we just read, right? Yeah. So for our bookmark, I have another one here that we already cut out, and then Ellen wrote on for us. And so to finish our bookmark, we'll just punch a hole in the end like this. And then we take the ribbon, and you take the two ends, and you put them through. And then you get your ends in the back and your loop in the front, and then you just stick your ends through the loop. And then you have a bookmark to remind you of what Jesus said to us when you're reading or doing your schoolwork. It's just a nice reminder to keep with you. We would love to see your bookmarks if you do get a chance to make one, or if you have any questions about the story, we would love to hear about it.
Oh yeah.
So feel free to reach out. Thank you so much for being with us today, and we hope to see you again soon.
Bye.